Yeah, mixed emotions because I felt I made one too many mistakes out there.
The early departure of Lewis Hamilton from Mercedes, now scheduled for 2025, has put George Russell in a delicate situation. The expectation was that he would have more time to learn from the seven-time world champion, but the plans have changed. With this decision, Russell finds himself forced to accelerate his development to take over the team's leadership. The big question is he ready for this? Russell has shown flashes of brilliance since his debut at Mercedes. However, leading a team like Mercedes requires more than just speed. Consistency, decision-making under pressure, and the ability to inspire the team are all necessary. Hamilton's departure has increased the pressure on Russell, who now needs to prove he can fill the enormous shoes left by his predecessor. This new dynamic also brings additional challenges. Russell will have to deal not only with internal team pressure, but also with the expectations of millions of fans and experts worldwide. Every mistake will be amplified, and every success will be scrutinized. Hamilton's departure has transformed Russell from a young promise into a driver who needs to deliver consistent results to maintain the team's and fans' confidence. How will Russell handle this pressure? Will he be able to turn this opportunity into a phase of growth and learning, or will he succumb to the expectations? George Russell's history of errors cannot be ignored when discussing his potential to lead Mercedes. Although he has shown impressive skills and moments of brilliance, his frequent mistakes raise concerns about his ability to remain among the best drivers in Formula One. Russell has had several incidents in his career that illustrate this tendency. For example, avoidable collisions with other drivers and judgment errors that compromised his performance in important races. These incidents are not isolated. They form a pattern suggesting that Russell is still in the process of maturing as a driver. One of the most notable examples was the collision with Valtteri at the 2021 Emilia-Romagna GP, which ended in a spectacular crash and raised many questions about his judgment in high-pressure situations. Another example was the crash in Singapore 2023, where his aggressive approach resulted in rapid tire wear and eventually an error that took him out of the race. These frequent mistakes not only damage his reputation, but also affect the team's confidence in him as a potential leader. In Formula One, consistency and the ability to avoid errors are as important as pure speed. The best drivers find the perfect balance between aggressiveness and caution, something Russell is still working to achieve. However, it is important to remember that many elite drivers went through similar developmental phases. Michael Schumacher and Sebastian Vettel, for example, also made significant errors in their careers before becoming consistent world champions. The difference is that they quickly learned from these mistakes and used them as stepping stones to success. Thus, while Russell's history of errors is concerning, he still has the time and potential to learn and grow. The question is whether he can do this in time to seize his opportunity at Mercedes and establish himself as the team's leader. Although George Russell has shown inconsistency, he has also had moments of brilliance under pressure that deserve attention. Two remarkable examples are his victory at the 2022 Brazilian Grand Prix and his impressive performance in his debut for Mercedes at the 2020 Sakir Grand Prix. At the Brazilian GP, Russell not only won, but dominated the race, demonstrating a combination of speed, strategy, and control that few expected. This victory was a reminder of his potential and why Mercedes placed so much confidence in him. It was a moment where he delivered everything the team and fans expected, solidifying his position as one of Formula One's emerging talents. The performance at the Sakir GP was another notable example. Replacing Hamilton, who was out due to a positive COVID-19 test, Russell nearly won the race in his debut for Mercedes. He led most of the race, displaying impressive calm and technical skill. Although a team error in the pits cost him the victory, Russell proved that when the stars align, he has the ability to compete and win at the highest level. These moments show that Russell can deliver exceptional results when he is at his best. However, an elite driver's ability is not measured only by moments of brilliance, but by the consistency with which they can produce these results. Russell needs to turn these flashes of excellence into a regular feature of his performance. Comparing him to other drivers who also went through intense pressure periods, like Michael Schumacher and Sebastian Vettel, we see that they manage to use pressure as a tool to improve constantly. Russell is at a crucial point in his career where he needs to do the same, learn from mistakes, use pressure as motivation, and deliver results consistently. If he can combine his natural speed and talent with a steely mentality, Russell can not only lead Mercedes but also become one of the great names in Formula One. The next stage in his career will be crucial to determining if he can make this transition. George Russell's frustration with Mercedes' underperformance is palpable and has contributed to some of his mistakes on the track. Mercedes, a team that dominated Formula One for many years, now faces significant challenges in terms of competitiveness, and this pressure directly affects the drivers. Russell joined Mercedes with high expectations, both from himself and the team and fans. However, the reality has been harsher than expected. Problems with car development and engine competitiveness have been constant in recent times. This situation often makes Russell try to compensate for the car's deficiencies with more aggressive driving, which does not always result in success. The situation is comparable to what Max Verstappen faced in his early years at Red Bull. Verstappen, known for his aggressiveness, had to learn to moderate his approach after trying to compensate for the car's deficiencies, often leading to mistakes and frustrations. Over time, he managed to balance his natural speed with a more calculated approach, resulting in more consistent performance. For Russell, the key will be to find a similar balance. He needs to learn to deal with frustration constructively, using these challenges as motivation to improve rather than letting them destabilize him. This is not an easy task, especially when under constant scrutiny from the media and fans, but it is a necessary step for his growth as a driver. Moreover, the relationship with the technical team and engineers is crucial. Effective communication and mutual understanding of problems and solutions are essential to extract maximum performance from the car, even when it is not the best on the grid. Russell needs to strengthen this relationship and work together with the team to find solutions and strategies that maximize the car's potential. Frustration is natural and understandable, but how he handles it will determine his future success. If Russell can turn this frustration into a motivating force, he can emerge stronger and more prepared to lead Mercedes in difficult times. George Russell's future at Mercedes is filled with challenges and opportunities. With Lewis Hamilton's early departure and Kimi Antonelli's imminent arrival, Russell finds himself at a crucial crossroads in his career. He has shown flashes of brilliance, but consistency and the ability to manage pressure are areas he still needs to improve. Russell has the speed and natural talent to compete among the best, but he needs to combine that with the maturity and ability to make strategic decisions during races. His performance over the next 18 months will be decisive. The Spanish GP could be a turning point, offering an opportunity for him to show he can be the leader Mercedes needs. The journey will be tough, but the rewards can be immense. With the team's support and his determination, Russell could very well write his name in Mercedes and Formula One history. So will he make it? Only time will tell. Stay tuned, and let's follow this exciting and challenging journey together.